Okay, I'm back. I'm going to be moving into part three of the birth certificate. My name is Timothy Allen Harmon. I am the spokesperson for the Jefferson County General Assembly.org, the Jefferson County General Assembly of Pennsylvania. So, if I cough or choke a little bit, um, I got a cup of tea here. Don't mind me. Um, so, the birth certificate is extremely um, misunderstood. And there's no reason for it to be misunderstood. If you haven't watched the first two videos, you might want to go back and watch them because this is part three. What I want to hit on is the court system. So, using the birth certificate in the court system, if you have recorded your deeds properly to the soil of your birth state, the birth certificate isn't really needed for anything. So I'm going to explain to you how they use the birth certificate so that you can understand how you can use your paperwork. So let's go into a court. And in court, you have four basic people. You have a judge or magistrate. Now, understand that since 1789, there have been no justices like a justice of the peace. There have really been no justices in the United States because everything became corporate in 1789. Okay, so the administrative parts of the system, let me explain. You have Congress makes law, and the president then administers that law. So all courts are administrative under the president. And the judge is actually an executive administrator. They call him judge, but he's just an executive administrator. He is administrating the law that the state or that the federal government passed, and it's all corporate law. It's not public law. They call it that, but it's not. It's not common law. It's a corporate system. So they have to bring you into their corporation, and they do that through your cooperation. All right, so get ready. Watch this. They use the birth certificate name to take you into court. And they claim that you are the name. But you know that I already told you the chair cannot tell the man what to do. So the man is not the name. He is a man. That's it. I'm just a man. And you can say that. I'm just a man. You are using my name without permission. Okay, but understand how this works. The judge is the captain of the ship because this is a vessel. You are called a vessel. You are a vessel at sea. And they're taking you into port, the port, which is called court. Okay, so the captain of the ship and the executive, there are the four people in court. This is a trust fund, remember. The birth certificate is a trust. So they take the trust, and with a trust, you have two trustees, an executor, and a beneficiary. Well, you're the beneficiary. The court clerk is a trustee. The judge is a trustee. The prosecutor is the executor. He's executing whatever is going on. The judge is supposed to be the intermediary between you and the prosecutor. But what the judge wants to do is make you not the beneficiary, but the trustee. So the court becomes the beneficiary. This is the trick that they play. Be careful. Okay? You remain the priority creditor. That means you own the name, and they cannot use that name without your permission. So don't give them permission. All right. How do they get permission? Well, Mr. Harmon, are you a U.S. citizen? No, I'm not. I never have been. What? Yeah, a U.S. citizen is a federal employee. I'm not a federal employee. I'm not a U.S. citizen. Well, Mr. Harmon, are you a resident of Pennsylvania? Why, Judge, no, I'm not. I have never been a resident of Pennsylvania because a resident is a part of the corporation. I'm not a part of the corporation. You see? You see how they get you? Okay, so they use words like person, individual. They use child and children and U.S. citizen and resident and taxpayer. And all those words are tricks. They're tricks and traps. And they use those words to try to get you to agree with them. And the minute you agree, oh my God, you're in their jurisdiction. So don't agree with them and don't even talk to them. Don't talk to them. They'll ask you 1,000 questions. Just say, I'm a man and I'm on the jurisdiction of the land and yeah, domiciled on the soil, Pennsylvania. And yeah, that's pretty much all I know. That's pretty much all I know. Yeah, I don't think you have jurisdiction, so I don't know. Play dumb. Yeah, play dumb. Just hold your ground. Understand that this is the game that they play. So look at the paperwork. They write the upper class all cap letters, right? I've seen this. I have a friend who I just wrote up some paperwork for. It says, it doesn't say Jefferson County. It says County of Jefferson because that's a corporation. And it's in all capital letters, right? So the thing that's taken me or him into court is the County of Jefferson Municipal Corporation. I'm a man. I'm not a corporation. This is like McDonald's taking me into court. That's what it is. It's no different. Okay? So you have this corporation and they put stuff in boxes. No, and you see this. It's in a box, right? So they got something in a box. And that box, whatever's in the box, it's not really on the paper. It's not there. It's pretend. Whatever's in the box doesn't belong there. It's all the other stuff. Okay? And then you go down here and they got stuff all written out. Blah, 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 blah. But it's their jurisdiction. This is a corporation taking a man into court. They're not allowed to do that. So, do not sign their paperwork. Just don't sign it. Tell them, no, I don't want a contract with you. No, I don't want a contract with you. No, Article 1, Section 9 and Section 10. Section 10 says, I have the right to contract or I don't have to. I don't think I want a contract with you. We're going to put you in court. We're going to put you in jail. We're going to hold you in contempt. Nah, I don't think I want to. No, I'm not going to contract with you. They can threaten, they can say whatever they want, but they can't touch the man. Not until you agree with them. And as long as you don't agree with them, and there's two things. I don't agree and I don't understand. I don't agree and I don't understand. Because how are you going to understand that language? Half of it's written in Latin. I don't understand Latin. And it's all capital letters. You know that's a different language? When it's an all... I remember this guy from Australia. I watched these videos of his, and they were good videos. And he's talking about figuring out this language, and they finally figured out the language. The language, it's not the English text language. This all capital letters. It's actually in the Chicago Book of the Chicago Manual of Styles. It's not in the Oxford Manual of Styles. Okay, so the Oxford Manual of Styles is basic English. But what they do in all the capital letters, that's an actual different language. And so when you tell them, I don't understand this language, it's all written in capital letters, that's not English, they throw you out. This guy, his testimony is, they threw me out of court. They just said, get out, because, you know, it's all fraud. Everything they're doing is fraud. And so just keep that in mind. The birth certificate is what they created so they could take you into court. But when you record your deeds over top of that, from the beginning, because from the beginning means first in time was first in line. So first in time, first in line, that's me. Okay. So there's all kinds of things that go on. I mean, there's so much that you could say, and yet in truth, it's so simple. I think maybe in the next video, we'll talk about subrogation. But the birth certificate itself, remember, there's a date, a birthday, I should say, and a birth date. Now, a man on the land has a birthday. I have a birthday. A man on the land has a birthday. A corporation in commerce has a birth date. So recorded birthday, and they make a birth date. So think about that. Just the simple difference between a birthday and a birth date can make all the difference for you when you go into court. Because, if you have what is called an authenticated birth certificate, that's very important. What you do is you send your birth certificate into the Secretary of State where you were born, and they authenticate the birth certificate. They just send you back 2 pieces of paper, and it'll say, yeah, this is a real birth certificate. And then you take that and you send it to the Fed, to the Secretary of State, Tillerson right now, because I just got mine back in December. And then what you have is authenticated birth certificate. Now, this is important because should you happen to go into court and hold that thing up in the air, you don't want, like I said, you don't want to freak these people out by saying, look what I got. No, you just want to hold it up so that the judge can see it. Because when he sees it, he's going to know what it is. And he's just going to go, out of my court. Out of my court. You can have fun with this, guys. This doesn't have to be complicated. Okay, you're claiming your names because they're your names. So I'm going to talk about subrogation in the next part, and you're going to like that. You need to come back for that. That's going to be really good. You're going to like it.